And I'm happy that I was able to share the ring with so many legendary fighters. You know, to become a great fighter, you had to become great. You had to fight great fighters. You had to fight good fighters. So I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for the certain guys that paved the way for me today.
World of Boxing was recently abuzz with excitement as two legends, Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson, teamed up for an intense training session ahead of Tyson's highly anticipated fight against Jake Paul. This unexpected call-up operation has captured the imagination of fans and pundits alike, eager to see what insights and skills these two icons might share. Following their training session, Mayweather finally broke his silence, offering his first words about the experience. Mayweather, known for his impeccable defensive skills and unbeaten professional record, has always been a student of the game. His decision to train with Tyson, a heavyweight known for his ferocious power and aggressive style, was met with both surprise and intrigue. The training session was not just about honing Tyson's skills for the upcoming bout, but also about merging the distinct boxing philosophies of these two greats. In his first public comments after the session, Mayweather expressed admiration for Tyson's work ethic and enduring passion for the sport. Mayweather also shared some insights into what went down during their training. According to him, the focus was on refining Tyson's already formidable power and blending it with defensive techniques that could give him an edge against a younger opponent like Jake Paul. Despite their contrasting styles, the two boxers found common ground in their approach to the sport. Mayweather emphasized the importance of strategy and mental toughness, qualities that have defined his career, while Tyson brought an intensity and ferocity that only he can deliver. Meanwhile, Francis Ngannou has made his prediction on Mike Tyson's clash with Jake Paul, and he thinks there's no substitute for experience. Paul, aged 27, is in the peak of his athletic career, whereas Tyson recently celebrated turning 58. Ngannou, who sharpened his skills under Tyson's guidance before his boxing debut against Tyson Fury last December, is confident that his former mentor still has what it takes to overcome Paul. The first thing, Tyson will still beat he told assembled media in Washington, D.C., including TalkSport. Numerous medical experts have sounded the alarm, cautioning Iron Mike about the serious health risks he could face by stepping back into the ring against an opponent 3 decades younger. Stephen Hughes, a senior lecturer in medicine at Anglia Ruskin University, asserts that Tyson's advanced age and history of alcoholism significantly heightened his vulnerability to subdural hematomas and strokes. In the meantime, Dave Hancock, the globally acclaimed fitness specialist and ex-physio for Chelsea, Leeds United, and the England national team, warned that it could have catastrophic consequences for his health. Ngannou, however, is not as concerned. Asked what sort of condition Tyson is in at his advanced age, Ngannou replied, "He's definitely not as he was when he was young, but when he moves around and shows you something, I'm like, what the hell is this?" So I think that is something that people don't understand about Mike Tyson. His footwork is still there. He can move from your left to your right in the blink of an eye. Paul has faced significant criticism from the boxing community for agreeing to a bout with an opponent who had started his professional career a dozen years before Paul was even born. The former Disney star boasts an impressive T1 record in professional boxing, with his sole loss being inflicted by Tommy Fury, the younger sibling of the renowned WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. Paul faced intense criticism for bypassing traditional boxing contenders, choosing instead to face former UFC champions like Anderson Silva and Tyrone Woodley in his early matches. In August of 2023, Paul managed to rattle Nate Diaz, one of the rare fighters who has actually defeated the notorious Conor McGregor in the ring. Responding to the critics during an exclusive interview with TalkSport's Gareth Davies, Paul said, "I think it's disrespectful to Mike first and foremost, and then, I would say, to then get in the ring with him. If Mike wants to fight, then Mike wants to fight. If he wants to make it a pro fight, then okay, I want to fight Mike Tyson. That's legendary. It's an honor to be in the ring with him. And if he wants the fight to be a pro fight, then okay, let's do it. But opinions are split. Some eagerly anticipate it, others vocally oppose it, and a few remain undecided. Regardless of the differing views, one thing is certain: a showdown is set Friday night, November 15th, as former two-time heavyweight champion Mike Tyson steps into the ring against YouTuber turned professional boxer Jake Paul. When we first caught wind of this unexpected matchup, it was slated for June 20th. However, due to a medical hiccup, the fight was pushed back in May. During a flight from Miami to Los Angeles, Mike Tyson required urgent medical care for an ulcer flare-up. The Boxing Hall of Famer has since fully recuperated and is now gearing up for his next bout. Just last week, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson took the stage at the Fanatics Fest 2024 held at the Jacob Javits Center in New York for a press conference. Former Pittsburgh Steelers player and current sports analyst Ryan Clark took the stage as the host of the press conference. Mike Tyson was greeted with enthusiastic applause from the city of New York, while Jake Paul, the contentious figure of the event, faced a torrent of disapproval from the audience.
Oh, I'm not scared. Sorry, I'm not scared of shit. No, not at all. Not at all. I was born for this. I was born for this moment. The universe told me this was going to happen. You can ask Mike. I did ayahuasca, called him up and said, we're going to fight on the biggest stage possible. It's destiny. And now here we are years later actually making it happen. I was made for this moment, born to do this, and I'm going to put on the performance of a lifetime on November 15th, and the universe will align for all of its glory and good for God.
As Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fielded questions about their upcoming bout, an unmistakable sense of tension hung in the air. This unconventional pairing is quickly turning into a captivating clash, as it's clear that both fighters are grappling with their own brand of apprehension. For Jake Paul, trepidation is palpable for clear-cut reasons. For the first time in his career, he's up against an adversary with elite boxing prowess. On top of that, this opponent possesses the power to end the fight with a single decisive blow. Jake Paul will face his greatest challenges in the early rounds, where critical questions will come into focus. Will he be able to hold his ground while moving backwards? Is he resilient enough to withstand a punch from someone like Tyson? Most crucially, can he defend against or endure a body blow from the legendary Mike Tyson? Despite the lingering questions that might be causing Jake Paul some anxiety, Mike Tyson faces his own mental hurdles, while Tyson, with a record of 50 wins and 44 knockouts, clearly boasts superior boxing skills. The factor that equalizes the odds is his age. At 58, Mike Tyson is well aware that he's not as nimble as he once was. However, the good news is that raw power often endures the longest. Tyson still seems to possess enough of that explosive force to make an impact on Jake Paul. Mike Tyson might exude confidence as he steps into the ring despite the missing elements he's accustomed to, but is there an undercurrent of apprehension stirring within him, driven by the lingering?
Well, I'm beautiful, and I've been training for a while, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I'm just asking when you get into camp.
I'm okay to fight.
But when you get into camp, like when?
I'm in camp right now.
Very good, thank you.
I'm in camp right now.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Questions like whether Mike Tyson still has the durability to withstand a right-hand blow from Jake Paul are intriguing, yet the crux of the matter is whether Tyson can maintain his stamina if a knockout doesn't occur within the first few rounds. If he fails to end the fight early, what's Tyson's backup strategy? The lingering uncertainty surrounding Mike Tyson might be sowing seeds of doubt in the mind of the former two-time heavyweight champ. For those gearing up to watch this fight, these unresolved questions add an extra layer of intrigue to the Tyson versus Paul matchup. The answers will finally come to light on November 15th, making the anticipation all the more electrifying. Predicting the outcome of a fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul isn't straightforward. It's a complex puzzle with many possible scenarios. Tyson would likely dominate in the early rounds, but if the bout stretches beyond the fourth round, Jake Paul could turn the tide and potentially emerge victorious. Amidst the storm of controversy, Paul remains steadfast and thrilled about stepping into the ring with a boxing icon. Instead of being discouraged, he finds motivation in the pessimistic predictions from no figures, like Ngannou and Randy Couture. I feed off it, Paul said, with enthusiasm, eagerly accepting Ngannou's grim forecast for his fourth fight in just 11 months. He added, "It's not going to be an easy fight. I think the first 4 rounds are going to be very difficult for me, and if I can weather the storm of Mike Tyson, the baddest man, hardest puncher on the planet, then I believe I can pull ahead in the later rounds and be able to stop him." Actually, but Francis is not wrong. I oftentimes get scared of like that one punch, and I have to be alert the whole time. Paul's been on a winning streak, notching up 4 victories in just the past year. Meanwhile, Iron Mike has been largely out of the ring for over 2 decades, with only a 2020 exhibition to his name and occasional sightings in a wheelchair. Considering these factors, Paul appears to have a clear advantage heading into their bout. Tyson, celebrated as one of boxing's greatest, still holds a formidable reputation with his legendary knockout power and substantial size advantage over the problem child, and Ngannou is convinced these attributes will be enough for Tyson to overpower the former Disney star. Despite any cautionary advice, Paul brushed it aside in a tweet, delivering a veiled warning to the predator. In the same breath, Paul skillfully referenced NG News October opponent Ron Prama Ferreira. Meanwhile, there is a fierce message from Tyson aimed squarely at Paul. He said, "I'm always careful when that guy comes out. Every time I drink or get ready to fight and Iron Mike returns, I break out in handcuffs. Unfortunately, I have to fight and be the guy. I wish I could stop the guy. The guy haunts me. I wish I could stop the guy. I wish the guy died. But he's here again." In a striking contrast, Tyson made a guest appearance on the Impulsive YouTube podcast, which is led by Logan Paul, Jake Paul's older brother. Throughout the show, Logan candidly expressed his apprehensions about the prospect of Tyson battling his younger sibling.
I'm always in handcuffs, so I'm very careful when that guy comes out.
You break out in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh man.
Every time I drink, get ready to get in a fight, I break out in handcuffs. Hey, listen, and it's unfortunately I have to fight and be that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. That guy haunts me. That's. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish that guy died, but he's here to stay.
With a tone laced with sincere worry, Logan voiced his deep concerns for Tyson, emphasizing his primary desire for Mike's safety. He urged Tyson to address Jake with the gravity the situation warranted, reflecting his genuine concern for the iconic baddest man on the planet.